So the squad are back off their first two clean sheets of the season. How delighted are you with that, especially going into the game?
Yeah, I think you can see where we've grown in confidence from the start of the campaign. Now we're kind of off and running. A wee bit of continuity in terms of the way that the team have started to gel together, and we've had some really good performances both individually and collectively.
So with this competition, you've got the chance to bring down two overage players. Do you think you plan on using that for this fixture for younger first team players who haven't featured this season?
Yeah, we'll look at that. I think it's important we try and use the players at our disposal, and we'll have we'll change a little bit. We've got some young players who need a rest. Remember, some of them are only 16 years of age, and we're playing 2 games a week, so we need to be careful with that as well, and the loading on them. So yeah, we'll hopefully utilise the overage rule, which helps us as well.
Annan are also, of course, a side that the B side have faced quite regularly in the last few years in this competition. What sort of test do you think they'll bring for the young squad?
Yeah, it's interesting how this will be the third time we've managed to get Annan. Really well organised team, a kind of team that have been together for a number of years. Had a fantastic result at the weekend there against Stranraer. Plenty of experience, players that we know of. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. But we'd expect that, and it's something we're looking forward to.
In recent games, you've also seemed to have a more settled side, apart from the goalkeepers. Do you think you'll continue to rotate during the season with having two very talented goalkeepers at your disposal?
Yeah, I think given the number of games that we've got, a lot of games coming up, so it's important we try to be fair to them as well. And yeah, we're in a fortunate position. We've got 2 fantastic young goalkeepers who are really kind of chapping the door, and they need game time. And as I say, with the fixture schedule the way it is, it serves itself really well to make sure we keep them on top of their game.
A few weeks back, Ewan O'Toole also picked up an injury. How's his progress? When do you reckon he'll be back?
Yeah, Ewan about for a little bit. It was just, as I say, I think it was shin splints he had, so we'll monitor him, see how he is. It's very much a case of just taking it day by day and see how he progresses. But I don't think we need to rush him. We're okay just now. Ewan's very, very sturdy, and he's a fit boy. So, as I said, we'll just need to just monitor him and see how he does over the next week or so.
Thanks, Tommy. Best luck tomorrow night.
No, you're welcome. Thanks very much.
Just wondering so far, obviously it's a young Celtic squad who you got them playing at breakneck speed, 1-touch, 2-touch stuff. And all these young guys have really solid technical ability on the ball so far, and on the evidence of what we've seen so far. How fun is it for you as a coach to work with these guys, and how do you maintain that kind of pace over the course of a season?
Yeah, that's a good question. Time will tell, because it's something we're not used to, particularly the number of games and the opposition, and it does bring some different problems to the table. Young players they're robust. It's incredible how robust they are. But sometimes, as you say, you need to be careful how you manage them. But there's a lot of competition there. It has served a purpose in the sense that young players see, we've got young players in the first team, younger players in the academy then see the progression. They can see that there's a pathway there. It should excite them, and it should stimulate them to try and progress to the next level. And we're seeing that. We're now seeing that, as I say. We've been really, I wouldn't say surprised, but in terms of how quickly they've adjusted to the type of game, the level of game against some really tough oppositions. But again, as we knew, it was going to be a great learning curve for them, and they're certainly taking everything on board.
I'm just wondering as well, Celtic fans obviously have been watching some particular players with interest, for example, Bosun Lawal, who was brought in from Watford, but Rocco Vata, with his kind of lineage, how's he been so far? And how does he feel any extra pressure given his surname, or has he been taking all in stride so far?
No, he's very quiet. He's very humble. He's very down to earth. He's very grounded, and I'm sure that comes from his parents, who I know well. So again, you've got that experienced head that can advise him, that's been there before. But I think it would be unfair to always kind of challenge him and put that against him. I think he's got to then cut his own pathway, and he's done really well. He doesn't say a lot. He's very quiet, but he's very ambitious, and you can see what he brings to the team. He certainly started well But again, you find that it's a big ask. I mean, as I say, I keep saying this, we need to be careful with him because he is relatively young. And there'll come a time where he'll probably have that little dip, but we need to be aware of that and make sure that we're ready to protect him and look after him and make sure that it doesn't have to be tomorrow that he gets to the next level, but it's a gradual process, but he's certainly moving in the right direction.
Definitely. So obviously with this being a cup game, are you approaching the tie any differently to how you would SLFL action you've experienced so far, or is it just about keeping momentum going?
No, I think we always prepare for every game the same way. Nothing changes. Always respectful of the opposition. Always conscious of the fact that it'll be a tough game. And I think that's really important. So we have looked at them as we do in normal games, and then there'll be one or two changes we'll make tomorrow, and hopefully that'll serve us because, as I say, Annan, really well organised, strong team, full of experience, but a great challenge for us and a great chance to, hopefully get to the next level.
Brilliant. I just got one more, if that's okay. So you've got a range of players of different ages. Some on the cusp of the first team or close to the first team, others sort of making their competitive debuts. How has it been from your perspective, kind of bringing this group together and helping them gel? And what challenges have you faced so far as a coach? Has it been quite a different feeling, or?
No, I think we've got a really good understanding, and we're at Lennoxtown together with the first team. So players getting up and players coming down is a regular occurrence. So there's no any issues. There's no issues there. We obviously look to play the same methodology as the first team. We look at the first team. We see how well the first team are doing. The young players see that. So we try to, I wouldn't say mirror, but we try to make sure that we're on focus with the first team as well. But as I say, players coming down, different age groups. It really is an under-21 tournament with 2 overage players. So the young players coming in will have been with us before, so it's not as if we don't know them. So I mean, it's we don't have any problem in that sense. And as I say, we'll approach it like we approach any other game.